Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
Legends Only.
My name is T. Kyle.
And I'm like a bird, I always fly away. Bradley.
I would like to fly away to Chromatica.
I thought we were going to do like Katya and Trixie intros now, but I think only I got the memo on that. So maybe we'll just, we'll circle back with producers in post.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look that one up.
Yeah, you have to look.
Did you see the video of her eating soap, the soap cookie?
If I eated soap, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. No, I didn't see that.
Really? Aren't you? Wow, fake fan.
Nelly Furtado?
No, Katya.
Oh, Katya. Yes, I saw that. Yes, when they do their Netflix show.
No,
Yeah, and
no,
they
Nelly Furtado did not eat soap.
Well, we started the rumor. Who started the rumor that Nelly Furtado ate soap?
Oh, you don't mean nothing at all to me.
Man-eater promo, but that's not why we're here.
Anyway, where were we? Oh, you introduced yourself. Okay. Yes, everyone. This is your unhinged weekly pop culture podcast where we talk about
Legends Only.
How are you doing?
Clearly well. Better than last week, not better than tomorrow. Not that I know what tomorrow will bring. I feel like I'm out from under and moving swiftly into the great unknown. And also, I have a really good album that's been getting me through it, which I'll talk about later. How about you?
I feel like I'm living in a void, if that makes sense.
The voice? Oh, a void.
A void. No, not my voice.
Mm-mm.
A void with a D.
Which is not that you have any D right now, but...
Yeah. It's like I see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're never getting there.
Right.
It won't happen.
Well, keep looking at the stars, darling. You'll never be one.
Right. Aim for the moon. Maybe you'll land among the stars. No, you won't.
Well, the Mars rover did. Let's talk.
Our new inspirational
round
podcast.
Of applause for new gay icon, NASA Perseverance Rover. Give it up for her. Isn't she amazing?
I want to know why she didn't take me with her.
The rover is hovering around just like, isn't this planet beautiful?
It's what ours is going to look like in fucking a year.
Oh, I know it.
I loved the tweet that was like, the first picture from Mars, isn't it so beautiful? And it was just like a blurry sun and like dust. I was like, it's like me taking a picture of the moon.
Every time I see those tweets, I always try and get excited. And I'm like, well, it's rocks. But, maybe eventually it'll look more exciting. But the atmosphere looked exciting. It looked very Northern Lightsy.
Yeah. But the stars in the sky feel like home. Take me home.
Man on the Mars
promo.
Coming soon.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That about sums it up. Anyway.
Yep.
As always, we would like to give a shout out and a thank you to all of our Patreon Legends Only fans over on patreon.com/Legends Only, who, now at this point, all of you literally get to scream at me.
We pay your bills.
I saw someone joke about it on Discord, and I was like, you know what? She's got a point a little bit.
It's actually true now, so here you go. Dance, monkey, dance.
Partially.
That's right. We have a gig.
Yeah.
We have gigs.
Yes, I do have a new gig. Thank you, everyone, for the, words of encouragement and support and everything. Telling everyone that I quit my job in the middle of a pandemic didn't necessarily go over well with most people who don't really understand it. But I do have a new gig. I'm switched over to working for American Idol.
Did people jump in your DMs?
Yeah, with opinions.
Oh, I love those. I love opinions. I can't get enough, and I hope more people give me them. Anyway, here's the next hour of our opinions, unsolicited.
Yeah, literally. No, but like, thank you to the Patreon Legends Only fans. Yes, you guys are like helping me out. I'm gonna be fine. I'm like, I got a new gig part-time. I'm scaling back. I couldn't handle working 24/7, 7 days a week anymore. It's just like kind of a lot. Long story short. But yeah, I'm working for American Idol now, which I haven't watched in a really long time. And so I'm getting back into it. And it's light, it's fun, it's music. There's really good singers. I don't have to worry about politics and news and breaking news stories and work till 1 a.m. anymore. You know, it's just a different vibe, which was much needed after 5 years in the late night space. It gets a little taxing.
Yeah, I understand that. I know a thing or two about working in breaking news. Yeah. I think it's broken is my brain. So
yeah. So no, like there's a guy on this week who sings Diamonds by Rihanna, and I was like crying. I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful.
Aww.
But yeah, getting back into the reality TV world. But anywho, enough about me.
Until you get into the remake of The Swan coming soon.
Oh, literally, where it's just me getting a new procedure every week. The clown.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, at patreon.com/legendsonly. We will be having more content coming very soon. Now that T. Kyle has some time, as you may or may not know, he is our producer. So, you know. Executive producer. Yeah. He was actually recently promoted.
Oh, you're back now.
I'm back now.
Fuck.
I like that you were holding still for that, though. You were like, paused. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just to reiterate, we are now working on Zoom. We just entered the 21st century, and now we can see each other, and we are recording that way. And sometimes I like to check in and out, which is pretty accurate to me in general. So sometimes I'll go away, and then I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. But no, we are testing new things. We're trying new stuff out, and we're going to be reworking the Patreon tiers soon. We're going to be adding a third tier. You know, 'cause sometimes if you say we're adding a third in gay sling, that's like means something else.
Gay sling. Yeah, remixed, remastered, still iconic on Patreon. Cool.
Well, anyway, enough about me. Brad, I heard that you had some breaking culinary news to report this week.
Oh, that's right. That is right. Yes. Finally, 2 months late to the trend, I got my hands on a box. No, what do you call it? A bushel? A barrel?
I think you called it a sleeve.
Yeah. A sleeve of Chromatica Oreos. I tried it. I tasted it. I can confirm it vaguely smells like Play-Doh. It tastes basically like a golden Oreo, just with a lot of food coloring. I give it a solid 4.5 out of 10. Would try again, but not really. It was fine. It's just, it's, have you had it's like a golden Oreo? They're just like lighter.
Yeah, I think golden Oreos are disgusting. It defeats the point.
Right. And that basically is...
It's not golden, it's yellow.
No, they're orange and green. So anyway, I had about 3 more after that. I think that they are fine, but I like the packaging. I definitely like the beat. I thought the beat was good. And yeah, that's basically where we're at with that.
Love that.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I knew that was riveting.
Tune in to
it's
Food
truly,
Network. Brad's
it's the
new
bat
show
signal
coming soon.
It's become a bat signal for gays, and everyone just makes TikToks about acquiring a Chromatica Oreos, and now there's Chromatica Oreo recipes, and it's really gotten out of hand. And it really just shows the power of a fan base who is so bored that they have nothing else better to do but to stan Oreos because their fave won't promote their album. Inspiring, really.
I was just going to say, at least someone is putting effort into Chromatica here. I'm kidding, Stephanie. I'm joking.
You know what? She saved the world last year. We'll cut her some slack. So, my washing machine.
Oh, is your mom doing your laundry?
This is actually a preview of LG7.
1,000 cycles. I can't. Well, from Brad's laundry room to the runway, shall we discuss fashion, ladies?
Oh, fashion?
Hell yeah! High fashion! So editorial.
Guys, this is awesome.
This is a billboard.
This is super high fashion.
Oh my God, that's so high fashion.
So high fashion.
Okay, so because literally no one is doing absolutely anything, this week I thought we should discuss our Drag Race picks of the week. No spoilers, so you don't have to fast forward.
Right.
But Brad, why don't you share who was your pick this week?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go across the pond once again. I'm gonna go over to the UK. I'm gonna pick Miss Bimini Bombulash for her amoeba outfit, giving you Alexander McQueen, Iris, sort of like what did she describe? Like a bacteria, protozoa. I was very into that look. I definitely thought that was a very fashionable look.
We are frightened of Cornova.
Yeah, it really did. It really predicted Cornova with that outfit. And just generally, also her Katie Price. Very high fashion.
Love that look.
And for 13, the US, I will give it to. I actually really enjoyed Gottmik's Crash Test Dummy. I enjoyed that a lot. And if you catch it. Wait, that's a spoiler. She has a very funny moment at the end of the episode unintentionally when trying to cheer a contestant up and she gets spooked. It's just like a very funny in the background moment, but shout out to Gottmik.
Gagatron.
Or Gottmik, as Trixie says in her recaps every week. She keeps getting it wrong and everyone's making fun of her. Not that we've ever said a word wrong.
Well, yeah.
Never mind. We spent the first half of the Britney podcast saying conservatorship sincerely.
Whatever.
It's fine. It's a memory I don't wish to recall. Anyway,
I also spent the first half of the Britney podcast sounding like a man. Like, what the hell?
I don't know. I think there was a vocal edit on that you didn't tell me about.
There absolutely was not. I literally sound like Good Morning America for the first at least 7 or 8 episodes of that podcast. Anyway.
That's true. Anyway.
Shout out to our other podcast. Happy 2-year anniversary of the finale. Anyway, What were we talking about? Oh, my pick for Drag Race this week. Also, I'm going to say Gottmik.
I agree, obviously.
And I have a new pick for the winner. I switched my fave again.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to say... Maybe I'll just say top 3 because I don't want, anyone to start dragging me. But Gottmik, at first I was kind of like, But now, like after the anal bead mic moment, well, it wasn't really an anal bead mic, but it was like after that look and then this week's look, I was like, okay, now I'm really starting to see like I'm getting it now. Like I'm like,
right.
Ooh, okay.
Right. Oh,
but
so
I think
who's your
Snatch
top
Game,
3?
Gottmik, Simone, and Olivia.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
My top 3 is going to be Simone, Gottmik, Olivia, with Utica kind of riding close as possible dark horse. But I think they're setting up Denali and Rosé to have a like theater queen explosion between the two of them, and maybe they'll both eliminate each other just from their like sheer wanting this, because that rusical, I thought Rosé was going to stab someone. I
would be perfectly fine never hearing a musical ever again in my entire life.
I don't want it. I don't need a musical. I don't want a musical. We are very outspoken. I personally do not care for musicals. That did not make me feel like I want to see a musical, except for Burlesque. The lyrics really went off the deep end by the time we got into Russia. I just... I liked the Rats musical for the UK, though.
Love a good musical about rats.
Love a rat episode. But anyway, without getting into too many of the details for people who haven't seen it, I'm just going to go ahead and say Gottmik was my pick.
Yeah. Totally random, not in the notes, but someone had tweeted us to do the Cruella poster as a high fashion moment. Is that a musical?
No. I think that's just a live action of telling the origin story of Cruella, which is insane because she's just this evil woman who kills puppies. So, like, I don't understand. Are they going to make
she kills them?
That's what her coat is. She's got the Dalmatian coat. She's like one of the most evil Disney villains.
Okay, I've never seen it, so
Okay.
I was like,
she's like the Devil. She's literally the devil. I just don't understand. Are they going to like endear her to us? Is it going to be like a Maleficent situation? Is it going to be like Joker? Because it kind of seems like it's Joker right now.
Cruella
like,
de Conway.
It's going to be like a British accent spiral into madness situation. I don't know, but I did like her little reveal at the party. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, Drag Race could never." Did you see that? Did you watch the trailer?
I had no idea. No, I'm
Oh.
like not interested. I also had no idea that she literally collected dogs to turn them into a coat. Like that's news to me.
Okay, well, she's a villain, and there could be 101 Dalmatians in a room, and she wants to make them into a coat. So.
Honestly, we need to do like an episode where we just put every Disney movie title and we go down the list and we try and explain what we think the plot is.
That would end very poorly, but I do think it would be a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought she was saving them. Anyway.
Oh, no. Anyway, Cruella, you do need to watch the trailer.
Okay, I'll look that one up.
Yeah, you have to look that one up.
Well, from cinematic movies to books, other works of art.
To cinematic books.
Yeah, from the cinema to the literature. No, that's not. Whatever. It's the library. Rihanna is back with no more music, but a new book that is really expensive.
Oh, it's the same book.
Yeah.
It's just bigger now.
Oh.
Oh, it's the same book that I own already that I took on the MTA that was like the size of me, but now it's queen size. And so she like displayed it next to a pool, which that is not, you're going to get those pages wet. It's just like bigger. It's like human size in case you need that, which I do need it technically, but it's just this, it's pictures of her. It's a lot of pictures of her.
Isn't it like $1,500?
Yes, which is a small price to pay, but if you need it for your home, many people are bored in the pandemic and they say, all right, I need 500 pictures of this woman the size of me. Which honestly, I don't blame
if I'm
people.
spending $1,500 on a Rihanna book, I want at least one instrumental from a new song. Enhanced
I get it.
CD in a sleeve.
Well, we are not allowed to criticize or judge right now. It is literally Rihanna's birthday as we speak. Pisces
Holy
Queen,
day.
a holy day. The blessings that we have received, we are grateful. We are unapologetic. We stand forever. And one day we will have a Rihanna album. Today is not that day.
I love that the unapologetic tweet is still on Twitter.
It better never go away. It's perfect. Bye, unapologetic, everyone.
I also didn't know that she was a Pisces. I mean, I guess I could have looked it up, but
Yeah, there you go. Born on the same day as Kurt Cobain and Olivia Rodrigo, two legends of pop.
what are you? You're an Aquarius, right?
No, I'm a Capricorn, which means I'm overly serious, sarcastic, and a goat. And you're a Gemini. Makes me a Gemini.
Yeah. I don't really think I need to explain much there.
No.
I think people are going to hear that and be like, I get it. I'm a good Gemini, though. I'm a May Gemini. There's a very big difference.
Is there?
Because I'm on the cusp of Taurus, which also makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I say things about my sign like I know anything, but I don't. I just don't believe it. But then I'm also like, oh, that's so me, a Capricorn. But I also don't. It's complicated. And honestly, ever since this Marin Altman fallout on TikTok, I'm very sensitive to all things astrology, and I don't know who to trust anymore.
I believe all of it. I'm like, I can never make decisions. I'm hot and cold, but I'm also on the
Katie.
cusp of Taurus. So like, don't fuck with me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's me. And I'm also really creative and I can be really outgoing, but also like want to be left alone.
And
for
a little bit
weeks.
of a bitch.
Yeah. But I'm not two-faced.
I'm blonde. I'm skinny.
Bronzer. Fucking bronzer. Basically her.
Basically.
Anyway, so that is our high fashion picks for the week. Literally no one's doing anything, so there's like nothing else to talk about.
I have one also. I will say, and we're going to talk about it later. I'm going to give it up to Calandria Rowland, who has a beautiful red outfit in her music video for Flowers, which we will discuss later. But Christian Siriano.
She's an icon, but she's not somebody that you think about all the time.
And we are dismantling that.
She's somebody that I think about
all the time.
I'm talking about everyone at home listening.
As a Rolling Stone, I have always defended and supported Kelly. So we will get into it. But yeah, her look in the red and also that purple and yellow dress, very good. Just very good.
We will discuss more with Road Legends in a little bit. But we do have some new music this week, starting with the legendary Mariah Carey finally put her, well, not finally, it's been like 2 days.
Yeah.
She put her 7-minute We Belong Together remix from like last week
God.
On streaming.
Fashionably late, Valentine's Day late night mix.
Yeah, I mean, it's like she knows what she's doing. She's continuing the MC30 iconicness.
She is. And this is such an interesting mix. It goes from like the R&B, like classic version of the song. It gets into like arena rock with some crashing drums. It goes gospel. We're taking to church. And then it like detours again into more like experimental territory. It's very ambitious. I love it. She's clearly feeling creative.
Do we think she's going to do
electronic?
I wish. The one, oh my gosh, what one am I thinking of? Not Emancipation of Mimi. Oh my God, I'm completely blanking. Sunset. She's like skinny as a legend.
Elusive
am Mariah,
Chanteuse. The Elusive Chanteuse.
There we go. Do we think she's gonna do a MC30 celebration of that soon?
I guess so, because right now we're at E=MC squared, I think is the last that we've had. So we're getting there.
Because I would like to scream justice for Meteorite and also You Don't Know What to Do.
True. Let's talk about disco. Hello. It's right there.
Yeah. You don't know. Bops, underrated bops. Okay, so speaking of bops, Brad, why don't you let the girls know what your picks for the week are?
Oh, okay. Well, I do have an album, which I and other people have declared the first, I think, truly great dance album of the year, which is S.G. Lewis Times, all undercase Times. This is the same producer, singer-songwriter who gave us Dua Lipa's Hallucinate. He is 1/3 of Victoria Monet and Khalid's Experience, and he continuously has given us bops over the years as a producer, remixer, made some EPs, and he finally made his debut this past week with Times, and it is phenomenal. There's a lot of songs that were released already that I might have mentioned already, like the Robin Impact song. And there's one with Nile Rodgers, one more. That one is fantastic. The whole album is just 10 tracks, start to finish. It's supposed to evoke disco, which some of the Drag Race girls should listen and look that one up. And it's supposed to be about experiencing those feelings of going out, clubbing, partying, meeting somebody on the dance floor, and it totally does that. And I think, he's label mates with Jessie Ware and Disclosure, and I feel like it gives me the same vibes as the time that we heard Disclosure debut in like 2013. So I just totally am into it, and I think this is going to be like the beginning of him popping off Calvin Harris style or Diplo style of like S.G. Lewis becomes the go-to producer for all the cool girls. Like I really think we're about to see a moment.
I love it. I think it's so good. I love Heartbreak on the Dance Floor is the one that I have on repeat as of like all afternoon.
That's the
also,
one.
Also like Impact is good, and also Feed the Fire I really like, but as a whole, yeah, it's Brad, I will say you've got pretty good taste. It's almost like maybe you should start a blog or something.
No, blogs are old. That is so 2010. Oh, God. But yeah, so I highly, highly recommend that. The next one is a personal pick because I just did the interview with her. We've been talking about Drag Race UK a lot. I had the wonderful opportunity to run an interview through with the one and only Miss Tia Kofi, Drag Race UK legend. She served a more than adequate bop in the form of Outside In, which was created by Legends Only fave Tom Aspal and Little Boots. And honestly, you know, Drag Race girls, as far as the Drag Race songs go, I would say it is one of the better offerings that we've actually gotten. It's surprisingly sincere and very good for the club and a dance floor song. And I tend to prefer a Rue girl who goes serious versus like Yes Slay Mama Hunty songs or like joke songs. So I'm into it.
Okay, I'm looking that one up.
Speaking of Rue girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely check that out. Check out the interview. She's very funny. And yeah, so that was a cool little moment also to just be able to do an interview because I've lost the passion to like do anything. So it was nice to just remind myself that I can still do those things. So
yeah.
And finally, speaking of, I'm going to look that one up. It's Charli XCX, everyone. She has teamed up with ELIO. I don't even know how to say it in person yet because I haven't heard it uttered aloud. As you know, when these things are internet sensations, I don't actually know what to say out loud. I think ELIO. It's a song called Charger, and it's about
ELIO with no two T's.
ELIO with no two T's.
Literally.
Thank you. Yes, the song's called Charger, and it's about leaving your charger at a man's house. We've all been there. It's been a dilemma. And, the song is a very good ode to that. It's a really good pop song, actually. And Charli hopped on and gave it her own little bleep bloop flavor. So it's good.
Can't say that I've ever had that dilemma, to be honest.
Oh, no? Okay. Well, I absolutely have.
No.
I just buy a new one. I can't be bothered.
Yep. Nope. Not me.
Well,
love that.
We have different experiences.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure do. I'm the kind of guy who packs their own like portable charger. I don't need to rely on a man's outlet and a wall to charge my phone.
And I have taken out my contacts in 2 separate cups in a stranger's house, with liquid that from leftover from like 5 years ago that they had under their like sink.
Oh.
Choices were made throughout the entirety of living in New York. So,
and don't you miss it?
I really do. I might do things a little differently this time around when I'm back, but I miss it.
I can't wait to start making those poor choices again.
Absolutely.
Well, no, it isn't a poor choice.
What?
Listening to our next recommendation. The next album that we're going to talk about, or EP, from Kelly Rowland is ironically called, which is pretty much sums up my entire life right now, is just the letter K.
It's very K. Yes,
yeah,
I agree.
K.
Yes, Kelly has surprised us with a 5-track. Is it 5-track or 6-track? It is 6-track set of bops, including one that she released already, at least one, Crazy, which is her kind of disco moment. And lead single Flowers, where she released a music video, which is very emotional, actually. It's about, giving the people in your life their flowers. We say that. We actually have used that term before a lot on this podcast. That term's much like elephant in the room. We kind of brought that term over for the first time. So it's good to see that we're kind of the first pioneers of giving people flowers.
Does anyone remember? Girl, don't be hitting me with flowers. Charm School reference, anyone? Yeah.
This is a different side of Kelly. This is more almost like closer to, and I don't like making the comparisons because I think they're very different, but it actually does remind me a lot more of like what Beyonce's been doing from like Lemonade onward, which is a lot more autobiographical and sort of just more personal.
Yeah, it feels more artistic versus making like a radio single.
When Love Takes Over, Commander, which don't get me wrong, live forever. but
Speaking of,
she's not,
let me just say something here. Now I also agree this is like a very artistic moment. Love it. I love Hitman. I love Crazy. But I do feel like Kelly Rowland is like a house diva queen.
Yeah.
Justice for Commander. I need them to put the music video in HD on YouTube.
Yeah, they definitely need to do that. We need Here I Am representation. We need a lot of respect on Kelly's name for her many contributions to the dance community. She really was such a reliable source of bops. And now she's kind of,
ahead of her time.
Yes. Now we're going more left lane. Like, she has done a lot of icy R&B, like Ice, literally, and Motivation. But we had so many great dance songs from her.
Know what I really want to do? And I wonder if this will work and everyone will get so mad at me. Alexa, play Commander by Kelly Rowland. Everyone listening, all of a sudden.
Wow, that is an evil genius plan.
Hey, Google, play Commander by Kelly Rowland. Quadruples
people are definitely going to say
next
that
week.
It set it off on their house. Yeah, for sure.
I hope it does, and you can thank me later.
Yeah, so shout out to Kelly. Go check out K. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look that one up. Okay. Okay, so our next album this week, which is honestly just as short as this week's episode since there's literally nothing going on. Ariana Grande released Positions Deluxe, which I personally think is misleading. Yeah.
Yeah, Deluxe would imply that there is a song that lasts longer than 2 minutes. So it's a sampler. It is a deluxe sampler.
I would call it extended because to me,
yeah.
I feel like when I hear the word deluxe, I think that I'm getting French fries with it, right?
Mm-hmm,
and French fries are always the best part.
Mm-hmm.
This is not that. So this is not, no. This is like a...
sort of like Miss Peep, I feel like there was a misunderstanding of the assignment. Granted, they're not bad. And to be fair, everyone can do whatever the hell they want as an artist. And if this is Ariana's journey is to create 2-minute ringtone bops, then that is her journey. But I just feel as though the people deserve a proper 3:30 song that should go about 3:30 to 4 minutes. I don't understand this, except I also do understand this because of Old Town Road and all the other songs that are getting tons of streams for being 2 to 2:30. Obviously, the replay value is high, so your streaming goes up. However, I think that takes away from the overall quality of the production. And I think you end up having a Rihanna birthday cake interlude moment where you're so hungry for the full thing. And granted, that one did eventually come out. But like, these are like, come on. It's like the whole 6 tracks goes by in 10 minutes minus the remix. And the remix is like, we had it already, and that is a song we know already, so it's like that doesn't count. And then these are like an interlude and then 2-minute bops. I will say I like Test Drive, and Worst Behavior is definitely the one that I think is my favorite, but who would know? I hardly heard it. It went by too fast.
I know. I couldn't even tell the difference. I was like, oh, is that the same song? Like, what?
Yeah, I just this is her current groove, this is her current thing, and that's what she's doing, and that's cool, but I don't really feel like it is substantial or really will hold the test of time to have these 2-minute songs. I mean, not to like compare to women, but like when you have Dua, who's made her album last 5 fucking years, versus Positions, which is going the distance because of the song Positions, and 34-35. I just think it's, like, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's make these songs. I don't know.
Know what she
How
should
do?
Do? She should just put one of the tracks that's just called Yeah, and just it's 3 seconds long, and it's just yeah, and then that's it. Like, it's just in between, and it has like 1,000 million streams because it's.
I mean,
2
she really
seconds long,
should,
and all the stands can put it on repeat.
It's true. I just feel that it's kind of a streaming grab more than like anything meaty. But I do, again, really like what Worst Behavior was shaping up to be and Test Drive. It's just, and I'm fine being like old and irrelevant now, and like maybe this is just me being grumpy about it, but it's just not my thing to have 5 songs go by in 10 minutes. That's just.
She could also put up the TikTok remix of I've been drinking coffee, and I've been drinking coffee.
Yeah.
And I've been drinking coffee. Yeah.
She is a TikTok hit. And to be honest, I mean, isn't that also what it's appealing to? Is like little bits and pieces. It's all the game for memification. That's what it is.
Also, I have to confess, because I totally got busted in an episode because I sang it just like normally. I thought the entire time that 34 plus 35 was ready for the diva. And then everyone's like, what are you singing? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, it's 34, 35. And I was like, no, it's not. Like this, because it literally sounds like ready for the diva.
To be fair, of all the divas, Ariana is not exactly the one that has the best enunciation. So you are forgiven.
Yeah.
Well, it's all right.
Fully believed that for like the entire time until someone called me out.
I don't know. She's a short one, but it's nice that there's some extra bits and pieces for the Arianators to enjoy.
Yeah, it's not like she's going on tour with this too. I was also like, makes sense.
Yeah. Who knows what the hell anybody's doing with that, but you know, it's a nice little it's a crumb for the fans to have.
Yeah.
I will give you a crumb of new music.
Oh well,
you know.
But that's pretty much like all that happened this week.
Yeah, there was nothing. There was
And that's all for this week. Okay, bye.
I really feel like I'm trying to rack my brain for things that happened that were substantial of any kind. Twitter went wild with a meme of rent was due. The rent was due meme lived and died.
Yeah, basically me right now.
Yeah, it was a bit of a quieter week, which honestly I'm not that mad at. Sometimes I don't need breaking news.
It is kind of nice not to, constantly feel like, anyway. I also feel like people are starting to realize that like, we're not going to be touring this summer. So like, pump the brakes. I saw that The Weeknd is not going back on tour till 2022. I think, did Celine Dion reschedule again? And like Little Mix?
I think so. And I do think, everyone's like, where's all the new music? And I'm thinking that people are really taking their time / pumping the brakes at this point because it doesn't feel normal anymore. Like now I feel like the new releases are pretty staggered and sparse because I think people are like, well, I'm not going to be able to tour this one or this one. So,
yeah.
But we're getting there. We are opening, for better or worse, arenas and stadiums in New York City beginning February 23rd at 10% capacity with testing, which is an interesting choice. But I guess we will see how that turns out. Vaccinations are still happening. And it's going to be a slow and steady opening. So I guess this is the beginning.
The Cascade concert has not been canceled yet.
When's that?
It is May. It is on Saturday, May 29th at an outdoor venue. So I don't know. That's like what? May, April, March, 3 months from now. I don't know.
Well, I feel like but
it is outdoors too.
Like I feel like we both actually are qualified to have the next round of vaccines because of asthma and immuno things. So I feel like maybe by March or April we'll have our vaccines, and who knows, maybe we'll be at Cascade.
I just want to go shake my ass.
Shake my vaccinated ass.
Literally. Well, everyone, we hope that you're hanging in there. I feel like people are really going through it this week.
Sure
I don't know about you,
are.
but like a lot of people, I feel like they're saying that they're hitting a wall this month. Like,
oh yeah,
the
I snapped
holidays.
right into it.
Oh yeah,
I broke
like,
my nose on the wall.
Fully face first into the wall. The wall then took its own brick, smashed me over the head with it, and then fell on top of me. Like, it's something else. It's tough, but I think what's important is like talking about it, whether it's like with your friends or a therapist or family or whatever, loved ones, us, whoever it is. you know, I think we come together here every week, and I think people appreciate it. And being honest with y'all that like we're going through it and we feel it too. I don't know. I feel like it's helpful.
I think it's helpful. I feel vulnerable when I say those things online because online is not a friendly place to say that you're feeling anxiety or anything like that. But I do think that it is helpful for other people who feel the same. And whenever I see somebody else say it, I say, oh, okay, I feel a little less like alone in this. And everyone's just like totally losing it right now too, right? Okay, good. I feel not so bad anymore. But, you know, yeah, I definitely feel like more than ever, I'm kind of hitting the wall of feeling like Groundhog's Day, and I'm just kind of like, you know, just taking it day by day and trying to find the joys in day-to-day life rather than just waiting for the next day, because that is like not super conducive to a healthy mindset. And we will get there. It's always darkest before the dawn. So I do feel like we are on the brink. The light is at the end of the tunnel, and we just got to hold on and get there, and we will. So
which is that's a bop, that lyric. I love this TED Talk. The song Sunset by The Midnight. It's always darkest before the dawn.
It's always a Florence and the Machine lyric too. Yep.
Oh, that's probably where they got it from.
Well, you know, it's a saying that isn't said very much, but so I'm pretty honored to be the first to say it on a podcast. Oh no, we're gonna have to make that a sound clip on the board of Alexandra Burke saying, "I've never heard anyone say that before." So,
legends only. Oh my god, I can't believe we invented that.
We did. We really did.
Okay, is there anything else we would like to discuss this week? Anything you want to say to the girls? Oh, I know.
Oh.
This week, tweet us what deep dive you would like to see from us on Patreon. I have an idea of like what I think our first one will be because I think it fits in really well. I haven't told you this yet, but like we're bringing back the deep dives on Patreon. And so let us know like what type of things you would like us to get into. It doesn't even have to be music. Like people have sent me DMs are like, oh my God, do a financial episode. Like I'd be so interested to hear from you guys. And I was like, okay, like an astrology deep dive, whatever you want, let us know. Tweet us at legendsonly_pod or at TKyleMac at Mumus or Muse and let us know.
Yeah, do that so that we can offer up an array of content.
And also see who's out there because it's like, it feels like everything feels like a void.
Yes, that too.
All right. Well, this episode is a little short, but so is Ariana Grande's new Deluxe album, so don't drag us.
That's exactly how we modeled it.
We were inspired.
30 for 35. See you next week.
Yeah, 34 seconds. Well, thank you everyone for listening and for supporting us throughout this journey. We hope you're doing well and that you are safe and hanging in there. And until next week, we will see you on Discord, but we will also see you